I guess it's how it all started. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. See, I ain't had a place to call home in a minute. I remember 9th grade, I wore a chain, no limit. The feeling so nirvana, can't you smell that teen spirit? Purple haze in my brain, I'm feeling so Hendrix. I'm doing what I want and what you do is your business. I was born November 6th, 1981. And ever since them diapers, I was hyper as they come. My mother named me Santino, so nobody would forget me. Homie was the class clown, and them jokes I had plenty. I always had the passion, but the rapping wasn't in me. Rushing home from school to turn the tube to Rap City. Let's take it even further, talking 4th to 5th grade. Dr. Dre and dropped the chronic. I had to have a taste. Used to want to be Snoop, but could never get the braids. I figured get the flannel with the chucks and I'll be straight. Nothing but a cheat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Native TV presents ThePowWow.
We're back.
Let's go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jay Banks. And our other host over here,
Santino Corleon.
If you don't know about him, check him out on YouTube. He's a fantastic music artist.
Thank you.
We've got somebody else in the building today, Mr. Frankly Speaking.
Pleasure to be here, Jay.
What's
Santino.
going on, good
Thank
sir?
you, sir.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, man. This is going to be a cool moment.
Yeah, I love this, man. I love it. And Santino, I never met until tonight, and kicking it, man.
Salute.
Kicking it.
Yeah, that's where crazy juxtapositions happen, man. That's my favorite word.
I was just about to freak out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. He got word of the day toilet paper.
What is that word?
Juxtaposition. It's
How do you spell that?
JUXTAPOSITION.
Come on.
Juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition, and that's
And
the
you
definition.
knew how to spell it off the top.
it's
of
my-
the dome.
Once you spell it, it's not hard. It's juxta and imposition.
Yeah. So
If you break it down, it's not that big of a deal.
syllables.
Don't
when-
give Jay too much credit.
Syllables, baby.
it's when two opposite ends of the spectrum come together to make some beautiful music.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, why
That
did I
is.
know that before?
Right? Man, Kanye uses it. Where you at, dude?
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Not really listening to him right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
is not his music, but what he's saying.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that
We're
was.
getting political 2.5 minutes
It's
into
early,
it.
man.
All right, we got some sponsors, man. Soil. We actually have the product in store now, which is awesome. We've got they've got 3 different fragrances. Now, Soil, it's an actual an oil product. You take a couple drips, you put it on the palm of your hand, you rub it through those lovely locks of yours, and then you take a comb and actually comb out all that frizz that you have. You can also use it on your skin. It's dermatology safe and all that good stuff. But they've got 3 actual fragrances. They've got aspen, oak, and willow.
I thought he was going to say something. A
Right?
little place called S.
That's what.
First of all, you said soil, and then you said ass, and I was like, wait a minute.
Right. Man, this is an incredible company, man. They're out of New York City.
Hey, New York.
Yeah, and
Has a lot to do with me.
they're Oprah loves the product, dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, and we've got it in the store, man. So it's here for I think retail $68. But if you we'll give you 20% off this week if you want to stop in and check it out.
Yes, my hair is blue this week.
Oh man, he's trying to go Cisco on
I
it
might
right
just
now.
dye my hair a different color every week for the podcast.
He's gonna go Dennis Rodman
You can,
on it.
and the thing is, you can wear that jacket every
Soil.
time because
Right.
it matches. You know.
Man, yeah,
Winning.
right. And that one native jacket you got.
I got that one too. You know what I should? It's in the car too.
Yeah, man,
Car
you got a
ain't
lot of
here.
stuff in your car. Man.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
basically
out of
living
it.
that thing, bro. Basically,
Man,
you know why? Because I live so far out. You got to be prepared for
Oh, you
everything.
got to be.
I got
Except your
jackets,
car's not here.
Sneakers. It's not to pull up.
Oh, it is.
It's not
Oh,
my car.
man.
It's my girl's car. My license is suspended.
oh, as always, right?
I mean,
if it's one thing, it's another,
right.
man.
When it rains, it pours.
You gotta
Right.
have some cred, man. You gotta get the street cred.
Yeah.
License suspended.
I'm
You
a
gotta-
thug, man.
You
You
can't
know.
be a clean rapper.
I'm out here speeding, smoking weed. Cops can't catch me.
That's
a quote from Belly.
So everybody that
Belly.
doesn't know, Jordon, frankly speaking, you're a music artist, and I hear your music a lot, man. I hear it on TV.
Sometimes.
Right? Sometimes.
That's awesome.
No, I've heard it a couple times, man.
Uh,
So
and retail stores, and then Kroger and Walgreens, it plays.
That's how you know you're getting checks.
yeah, that's awesome.
Pays for my
man.
phone bill every year.
There you go.
That's awesome,
Once,
man.
1 month.
There you go. I know how it is.
So you've got a new song coming out, a new project, right?
So me and my now ex-girlfriend, but we wrote a song together, and it's like a cutesy, like Ingrid Michaelson type back and forth dude to girl.
Right.
And it's about the things you find annoying about your partner, but the reason you find them annoying makes you love them that much.
Wait.
more.
Are you guys exes because of this song?
We
now?
Right.
well, I don't want to get into that. We broke up a day after we recorded it.
Get out of here.
I swear.
And you're still? Are you running with this out of spite?
No. It's a good song. I'm trying to sell it.
Are you guys kosher enough to
They
where
were
if
fighting over rights.
She was just texting me before. Like, she lives in Dayton too.
Okay.
So she's around the corner, but she.
All right. Well, shout out to that.
Yeah.
It would be hard if let's imagine that she's not as friendly as she is, and you run with that song, it blows up.
Well, that's the thing.
She'll be on your ass.
Can you imagine though? No, then I gotta go everywhere with her, and we hated
Right.
each other.
And you
You're gonna be a Frankie J, man. What's that? What's that song? That fuck you right back.
fuck what I said.
Yeah.
Don't want you
Iman.
back.
It's
Iman.
Iman, yeah, Iman.
Not to be confused with Ahmad Rashidi, one of the
Right.
dopest videographers out of
He
this
was from
city.
Staten
yeah,
Island.
he's killing it, man.
I know
Shout
that.
out to Ahmad. He's murdering.
Oh,
it,
he
man.
does all my videos, man. Well, so you know my biggest video about my dog. My dog
He's
died
done
from
a
cancer.
few of my videos.
My dog died from cancer like 2 years ago at like 6 years old. And before
Sorry
he
to hear that,
died, I appreciate that. Well, I wrote a song about him. We went to the gorge, and Ahmad and I we put a GoPro on a drone and flew it over it, and it's at like 60,000 views organically right
There
now
you go.
on
Wow.
YouTube. But it got onto EllenNation.com, which is like an Ellen's like, side
okay.
thing. And
Perfect.
and I had nothing. Like all I did was submit it to this thing called Love What Matters,
Mm-hmm.
and Love What Matters is a page on Facebook. And then the next day they posted it, and it got like 500,000 views or something.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, in like a day.
There we go.
But I didn't get the YouTube views of it. You know how that works.
Yeah.
The page shares it. They you know.
Right.
So
They get
it kind of sucks because you think you got these high moments in your career, and you're like,
there, but
and then no.
I can, you know,
Put it in the repertoire, man.
Yeah, it's good to. It's funny you said that because it's like I don't get the. You like when you do this music, art, clothes. You don't get to have these conversations with people who don't do this.
Yeah.
because they don't understand.
Sure.
So when you said that, like the moments in your career, it's like I've had those too. It's
Oh,
like
sure.
super high highs but really low
Yeah,
lows.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like. Sometimes you're on top of the world, and the next day you're like, "Why did I even do this?"
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. As entertainers, we're the most depressed, and we're actors.
For sure.
We're actors, man.
For sure.
That's the biggest
I'll
thing.
never let you know I'm having a bad day online.
Oh,
Like,
online.
I'm not going to complain online.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I might tell you how I feel, but I'm not about to be like, oh, having a fucked up day.
I had
Plug.
issues about that because I had a friend come up to me and they were like, "We know when you post song lyrics online that you're depressed." Like when you.
Well, that
when
can
you-
give it away.
Right. Right.
But that's like, you know, sometimes you get older people on your Facebook and you post some line, they're like, and they try to
Worry
say,
about you?
Like, it's a song lyric. Chill
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Yeah.
My mom's calling me. Like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Nothing. It's a song.
Like, I'm
lyric.
cleaning out my
Right.
closet.
Right.
Mom's like, "About time."
I'm sorry, Mama. I did.
So that song, you guys broke up the day after you wrote
Yeah,
it.
man, it was. I don't want to talk much about it, but it was a long time coming. We weren't right for each
Talk
other.
about
it.
we
It's
knew
good
about
for
it.
you, man.
We knew about it.
So when the song blows up, she's gonna love
And
you even more.
The cool thing is that she's never done a music project. She didn't know she was a singer. She didn't know she was great at it.
Okay.
And I heard her, and I knew she played ukulele and guitar a little bit, and she was just humming and singing something around the house, and I was like, "Oh, your voice is really good. We need to write." And we sat down, and she's like, "Wouldn't it be cool if there was an idea of like a song like where someone was just complaining about someone else about the things they don't like about each other?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then the chorus could be like how they.
See,
That was
she
why
opened
they
up
went-
Pandora's box.
Oh,
there.
that's
Totally.
I think she
Well-
was trying to say something.
Well, here's the thing.
For real, though.
We made up. So like we
Yeah.
made it more not on point with our lyrics to where it wasn't about us. It was more like anybody can relate to it. You know what I mean?
well, it
Not
could have also
specific.
been therapeutic too.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Shameless plug,
Like
I have an
the
album
first.
called Therapy.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He was waiting on that.
Shameless
you know,
plug.
He's
it
gonna
just
say
came to me.
therapeutic 10 more
It
times.
came to me.
He also said "Bad Day," which is one of his
I
songs
say
on
Bad
that
Day?
album. Yeah, you
I didn't
were
even
like,
catch
man,
that.
He's like, you know, you
I'm
never
not
need
even telling anybody
therapy.
I had a bad day.
And
You know
if
what's
the,
funny?
And
I
if they
didn't-
did, you need therapy.
Subliminals.
Right. No, but continue. I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're cool, man. Long story short, I mean, like half the stuff we were writing, I was like, because I looked at her, I was like, we were at like a writer's block at one point, and I was like, what don't you like about me? you know? And it was like, and we were like, wait, maybe we shouldn't actually answer that. But we'll see what happens with it. I'm going to try to sell it to this exclusive deal with a publishing company that I'm friends
Sounds
with.
like a song everybody
that's the
can
way to do
relate
it.
to, though.
Sure.
So that's dope.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, especially when it's one of those back and forth like Damien Rice type like fighting songs, you know what I mean, or like argument, you know.
But it's folksy, it's cutesy, folksy like kind of thing where it can be placed in a movie for sure.
That's what it's
There
all.
you
That's
go.
what I'm working
Yeah.
on, trying to get my shit.
Publishing deals are weird, man.
They
Like,
are weird. I'm in that little thing where like you can put the songs into the database and
Yeah, it's metadata.
there you go.
Yeah.
And they can pick it. Producers, directors.
Right,
if they
right,
wanna
right.
Use your songs. They can. Pick
But you
out
got to sign like the non-exclusive publishing
that, and
deals.
it's just a fucking.
And then like we take
you
half
can
and you
needle
get
in a
half.
haystack too. There, like.
Well, so he was talking about when one of my songs got on TV, and the thing was, it's funny because I got on a show called No Tomorrow, and the shit got canceled, which means there was no tomorrow for the show either.
You should have known right there. What's the name of the show?
No Tomorrow. I don't know about it.
Never mind.
But I didn't get to this publishing company is good, but they won't tell you that they use your song until it already got played. So,
Wow.
Yeah, so because they won't get notified. It's weird. So like I got an email saying my song got played in February. And I got the email in March, and I didn't get paid probably until the next year.
Of course.
And
Right.
I made like $500.
Right.
I mean, publishing company made $500.
And the artist is always the last to get paid.
Sure. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I mean, that's kind of why it's been such a, at least in my eyes, it's been such a fight between Capitol Records and all that stuff. Where like now you guys finally have a platform to say, hey, like we don't need you guys to print the albums. We can use SoundCloud or other ways to get our stuff out there.
Well, that's why when he was talking about, he gave me the CD, and I said, "Oh, dope, a CD," because I was serious. Because when I made my album recently, I gave it to a friend of mine last like football season. I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, got my new album out, and hadn't seen him in forever, and he was like, I don't want to be rude here, but I don't know where I can play this. Like, I don't have anywhere in my house or in my car that can play this.
No, like I said,
I was like, "This is a dinosaur I gave you." Like, what?
It's
only
crazy.
people that really bug me for CDs are black people. No, I mean honestly, like black people still listen to CDs. I get my CDs off with my black crowd and on tour.
Okay.
Shows because it's merch. You know
And
what I
he
mean?
didn't even need to put a
Oh,
he
you
didn't
need
even
a
put a
quarter
logo
inch?
on
I
it.
don't have it.
He didn't even need to put a logo on it. It says what it needs to say.
Right.
On the CD.
Yeah. It's almost like the mixtape has made that just be like the standard, like of what it looks like. It's like a
Right.
mixtape and someone standing outside. Just listen to it. Listen to it real quick.
There you go.
In Vegas when they're standing out with they still got the Walkman and they
I'd be
CD
drunk
player.
in Vegas. I never
well,
catch that one.
You just went to Cali.
You think I go there and
Yeah.
stay sober?
No. Yeah, I did. I just came back from Cali 2 weeks ago. I guess it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
August 10th through 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, I went out there and performed at Dabathon. Is a wax and weed festival.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's
dope.
pretty
Uh-oh.
dope. Yeah, and
You forgot your lyrics?
no, never.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Never,
Got
but
so
you know what
ripped.
is funny? I'll tell you this. It's so funny performing at weed strong shows, like where you have more weed heads, because there's not a lot of crowd participation. They're
Sure.
stoned, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, Corrupt was on stage and people were just like,
Wow.
hi, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Throw your hands in the air. They're like,
They're like, what hands?
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
What are
you know
talking
what I
about?
mean? So, I saw online once that Lil Wayne was at a show in Colorado. It was a High Time show. And, like, he wasn't getting any crowd participation or love back from the crowd. And he walks off stage.
Who was it?
Lil Wayne. I'm like, dude, you're at a High Time show in Colorado. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
they're not going to be, they're stoned. They're just kind of looking at you. You know what I'm saying?
They're there. They bought the ticket.
Yeah, so that's all that matters.
That's crazy. People's feelings
But
get
you
hurt.
go to a festival where it's more, let's say, EDM heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and they throw in some hip hop people, you get nothing but crowd participation.
Oh, because then you got Molly and you got
course,
everything
they're
under the
just
sun.
all about it, you know?
Everything under the
Did
sun.
you stage dive?
No, not at this one.
He's a stage diver, bro.
Oh,
I am
yeah,
a-
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So when I play my cover band, sometimes I want to jump in the stage, but at the same time, like I'm wearing orthotic sandals right now. I'm 34.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 35. These are orthotic sandals.
I don't wear thong sandals.
No, I mean like I'm only wearing them because I got tendonitis in my
Oh,
left foot right
that
now
why.
from standing and playing too long.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You see, but only I crowd surf at like festival shows, like you know what I mean. Like I've performed at a number fest many a times in Athens, Ohio, so I've had the opportunity to we've got some visitors outside. We're
Yeah.
doing. We're on the air here, buddy.
Yeah. Shout out to the Peanut Gallery.
Yeah.
He wanted to buy a hat, but he's gonna come back.
Crack kills.
Crack.
No,
Kills.
nope. They
But
can
yeah.
come, they can come back from 11 to 7. Store hours 11 to 7, Tuesday through Friday, and then 11 to 6 on Saturday.
There you go. You just open 2 Saturdays ago.
Hold on, talk to me about this stage diving. I'm curious.
Oh yeah. I performed at Numbers Fest in Athens, Ohio a lot. So like the first time I ever performed in front of a big crowd was at 7 Fest, and it happened by accident because I had a buddy who
Which is huge now. That's like X
when I
Fest
started
now, right?
yeah, like
That's
a
X
bunch
Fest?
of companies have bought that
For sure.
the festival. Like so it's
So
it's a
you
big deal.
you were part of the inception.
Yeah, I
which
was
is
part of the inception
pretty
of it,
fucking
and it was
cool.
by an accident. Shout out to my people in Columbus, CJ Townsend. Shout out to Dom, who was the creator of Fest. Even shout out Mike Martin too, because I actually met Mike Martin from the one. Well, he had the OneMic.com then, but I met him there, and he wound up becoming my manager at one point. But my friend was DJing, and I was emceeing parties at the time, and he was from Columbus, and he was like, "Yo, I got to DJ this festival in a couple weeks," and I casually go, "Yo, can I MC your set?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care." I'm like, "For real?" He's like,
No.
"Yeah, just meet me in Athens." So I get to Athens. It's like noon. It's like 300 kids in this field. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I don't know nothing about this thing. It's number 7 at the time. Like,
I think Ahmad shot that recently.
Ahmad shot that with me at one point.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to say 11 Fest opening when I opened up for Kendrick, Lamar, and Steve.
Oh, dope. Right on.
So I get up there. It's like noon. It's like probably 300, 400 kids in this field. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
What- yeah.
Dude, by fucking 3 o'clock, it's 10,000 kids. And I'm on stage like, yo, throw your hands in the air. 10,000 people are like,
yeah.
Doing what you say.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean, dude? And it's like, I didn't wake up and think this was going to happen. So it's like, yo, I'm in this fucking
Oh, you're
dream.
on- yeah.
Everything ain't true. But the artist in me who's never satisfied is like, all right, this is cool, but they ain't out here for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not
I need
actually
him- I need
rapping.
him
I'm
to-
just
I need him to
MCing.
sing the
Right.
lyrics.
And you
So-
want to rap.
Right. So I actually, and the myth of the story goes that,
Myth of the story.
yeah, the myth of the story goes that the people who started Fest, Dom and all them, didn't know who I was. I came with CJ Townsend. So I wound up emceeing the whole festival and like hosting it. And they were like, "Who is this dude?"
Yeah.
But let him keep going because he's killing it. Like, you know what I mean? So every year after that, I would get invited back, and then
That's awesome.
it's just on from there.
But
know?
you
So
did
all
stage
my
dive.
crowd surfing and stage dive. Majority of it was there. Majority of it was opening for MGK. It's like certain.
Do you
places,
bring the mic when you stage dive? You
Yeah,
throw
I
it? What
still
do you
rap.
do?
I
but-
still
but what-
rap.
Oh, so you jump
Cordless.
with the, I know that, but I figured I didn't know if you dropped
Oh yeah,
it and then jump
I'll jump with the mic, and if I get them to hold me,
Yeah.
But see, sometimes as a rookie, I would fuck up because I would jump without warning.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bigger, husky guy. Like, I don't say I'm husky, I'm stocky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a good 200 pounds easy. So I'd jump in the crowd, and they wouldn't drop me, but it would like, they'd place
be like,
me
"Whoa,
down on the
what's
ground.
going on?"
Like, wait, you know, it's like they catch you, and they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
motherfucker's 200 pounds. And it's like, oh, because it's like 40 people.
And
like,
they're wasted.
and they're wasted.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I have jumped in a crowd and no one's caught me. That's happened.
Holy.
That happened in Akron,
shit.
Ohio once at Akron Fest. I'll
Where you
never forget
land?
that. I was like,
just cleared out.
I think I may have had sunglasses on and it was like inside and it was dark a little bit. And I like,
There's
I didn't
nobody
even
in the
jump
crowd.
on this one. I just kind of backed up on that one and fell backwards, but I fell into a group of girls.
Oh my lord.
They're not going to catch me.
Shit.
And then I had a running joke is you never crowd surf at a black show. Them niggas ain't catching you
Really.
at all. You don't jump in a crowd. Black people gonna move, bro.
Yeah.
You get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, crowd surfing is always. One time I tried to, I almost jumped off a 10-foot speaker, but I looked
Man.
at somebody. I was like, should I do it? And they said no. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it.
21 Pilots have to sign. What I heard is they have to sign like when they go to different
Because
venues
of-
because they jump off shit. so
I've
much.
opened up for
I mean, what they
They're lit.
what
They
they
are.
did at Bunbury was insane.
I've never seen anything like it in my
dude.
life, and I've seen tons of shows. I've
That
seen
Met
was
the man
insane.
Redman do a crazy crowd surfing shit where they'll have you, the crowd basically hold them on their hands and they'll stand
Yeah.
there and rap.
Yeah.
Never done that one, but and then Steve Aoki does the boat. and
What's
shit.
he gets in a boat.
He gets in a blow up.
Oh, really?
That's what Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness said Bunbury did. He got in a big blow up rubber ducky.
Yeah. Aoki does that. I've opened up for Aoki too. He's a cool kid. I like chilled him for a second, but
Nice.
I like Santino's name drops. He's like, I'll open for him too.
No,
Right.
I mean, I'm
just
open
saying.
for hella people,
I
bro.
know.
So you're from Cali as well, right? Or you used to live out there for a couple of
I
years?
lived there after college. So my brother, we can transition to that because my brother was the marketing director for Von Dutch, the trucker
cool.
hats
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that shit back then.
Yeah, Von Dutch was the shit.
And he went to school at Pepperdine, and he just lived in Malibu.
In Malibu.
Yeah, so he was out there for years, 10, 12 years. And I graduated college with a music degree, cut like a 3-song EP.
Okay.
Thought it was lit, even though it wasn't.
Malibu's my shit. I love Malibu.
Oh, yeah. So I moved out there, and when I moved out there, my brother was quitting Von Dutch to start his own company called Dude Seriously.
Hey, shout out to Dude Seriously
Which
right
is,
here.
I was about to
right
say,
here.
where did I just see that?
Yeah.
Where else?
It's seriously good, man. It's a hot
So
sauce.
the cool thing about it is now it developed into just a hot sauce company.
Okay.
But when we were out there, as my brother's, I love you, Kai, but he smokes a lot of weed and he's a scatterbrain because he has great ideas, but a ton
doesn't
of them.
execute.
Just a ton of them. So he's got one and it's, well, now can we do this? Now we can do
Man,
this.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, and you're the same way.
Entrepreneurs.
Like I want you guys to get together, but I think you guys are just gonna run in circles.
Well, you just need someone to bring the storm to a calm
Sure. Yeah.
drizzle. That's
Yeah.
all.
And I'm not trying to hate on my brother by any means.
No, but he sounds like an artist to me. I
He
don't
is.
hear hating that. I hear
He's-
you're describing an artist.
Sure, he's a great musician too, actually. So, but so I moved out there, and when I was out there, I was recording music, but at the same time, I was working for my brother, and we were starting this Dude Seriously. And at the time, Perez Hilton website was big,
Right.
And there was still MySpace. I was still grinding on MySpace at this point, adding 1,500 people a day because that's what you had to do.
Yep.
Right.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
We're old.
It's funny to think about,
top
man. I
8.
would just sit there and just add people every
Bro,
day.
I used to do that on Facebook. I used to do that on Facebook and something.
Yeah. I mean, I never did it on Facebook. I didn't have to. I'm just kidding.
In the beginning of it. That's why I said at some point.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
And again, I mean, I didn't really jumpstart my music career until I came back from California. I did some cool things in Cali, but
That's how I was in New York at one point.
yeah, I mean, there comes a time in your career where you're like, this is like where the meat has been,
Well, not only that, what I've learned is it's not that there is any competition here, but it's less like I always knew in New York, like if I learned how to rap in New York and being around rappers and being around record labels then, but I always knew if I came back home, I don't have to deal with what I got. You got to deal with a million rappers out there,
Sure.
like you know what I'm saying.
well, there's always that thing. Like, and I write a lot of songs about like that and being like the big fish in the small pond, or going. And like people are like, you got to move to Nashville and you got to go back to LA, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, like I think any path I take, there's gonna be positives in it and there's
Right.
gonna be negatives in it. And yeah, I could meet the right people in Nashville. I could meet the right people in LA. I'm next summer I'm moving to Put-in-Bay just to play music and get paid. And
There you go.
And I've gotten more I would say like noticed by just people that want money for weddings, or just there's money on the island. I don't know if
For
you know
sure.
what Put-in-Bay is.
No, I
but
know what Put-in-Bay is.
Yeah, so like I played there.
Got a lot of white friends, man.
It's good to have it,
Right.
But they got. I mean, I don't know. That's my next chapter, possibly. Something might change before I move there next summer.
Right.
But
I
that's
mean, you got to do what makes you happy. You know what I mean?
and I love Cincinnati. I do. But at the same time,
There's nothing wrong with branching out, man.
you
not.
can't do like this. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and
Amen.
over again. And here in Cincinnati, I haven't
would do
gotten the
the same
recognition
thing. Listen.
that I think I should.
Listen,
Right.
you will do the same. Neither have I.
Yeah.
And I don't complain about it.
Right.
And I might voice my opinion here and there, but I think I could complain a lot more. Not even complain a lot more. I could be a certain type of person. I could be a dick, I think,
Right.
if I wanted to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I could, but that's not me at
Sure.
the end of the day, and I'm not gonna do that at all. But what I've learned is, like, I think, just based off what you said, Nashville and LA may be the place for you. It's more opportunity there.
Sure.
Yeah, you're dealing with more people, but it's more opportunity. Now we got the internet. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
sure.
we can sit home and send things to those places, but it's harder for somebody to tell you no when you're looking at them.
True.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
absolutely right
I've
about
always
that.
learned that in my experience.
Yeah,
So
you're absolutely right
I'm
about that.
actually in the process of moving my entire family to California by 2020.
LA.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, outside of LA. I'm in Pomona. I'm gonna
Okay,
we're
yeah.
looking at houses in Pomona, but
Nice.
it's only 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive to LA, which is
Sure.
regular. That's a hop, skip, and a jump when in LA. So
Depending on what highway.
what
you
day,
take.
what time of day too? You know what I mean?
So you spent the whole summer in Put-in Bay, or just a couple weeks out there?
No, this summer I was there 4 or 5 different times, but I love it there, man. It's island kind of living. Like there's the locals
in the middle
there.
of Ohio.
Yeah, it's weird.
People don't know, which is
it's
crazy.
Weird. You take a ferry
It's a lake,
there.
right?
You take a ferry over the Lake Erie. You know, you drive up to like almost Toledo-ish area.
I've never been.
Neither have I, man. I want to do a native release party.
I thought you were gonna do that.
I feel like you would thrive in Put-in Bay.
You know what? I just want to drop off a bunch of hats and come home to Cincinnati.
You're a
bro.
homebody.
Yeah, bro.
We're getting old, man. I'm a homebody too.
The thing about it, man, and the like you were talking, and I'm not familiar with the hip hop scene in Cincinnati. A little bit, like I mean, I make beats with.
I'm not laughing at you.
No, I make beats with OE bangers, bro, and me and him are making fire right now.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, well, then
There we go, baby.
Exactly, we'll keep going all night.
why we're
We'll
here.
go back and forth on hashtags.
Hey, you get to tag him underneath this.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you do.
So me and him are making beats, and he knows the rappers around the city. He leases the beats to them and stuff. So
Knuckleheads pay the bills.
But what I'm
No, I'm sorry.
No, but what
the engineer told me that a long time
Knuckleheads
ago.
pay the bills. One thing I'm saying is that like there is a ton of talent in this city that for some reason is untapped. The city is untapped for some reason.
You know why?
I don't.
I know why.
I want to
think
hear
I know
this.
why. I think that there's not enough people trying to branch out. Okay, it's weird here. It's like
I see
cares
what you're saying.
At the same time, because I've been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I've done so much shit. When I come home, I just come home.
People are okay
You know
to
what I
be
mean? Like,
Cincinnati
people
famous.
okay with this. I've never been okay with being Cincinnati famous. Yeah, I get stopped in the street. Yeah, people want autographs. Yeah, people want pictures. But I ain't rich.
Feels
You
good,
know
but
what I'm saying?
it's not like what your
It's not what I
dreams and
set out to
aspiration
do,
wasn't it?
Like,
Yeah.
and I think people get it twisted, and they get caught. Have I got caught up in that? Hell yeah, I have. Like running around chasing pussy and
Ego's a bitch, man.
Ego's a bitch. I can be the first to tell you. Yeah, I've got caught up in it, but only to a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I put a lot of energy into being this rapper from Cincinnati, and like lately, dude, it's just like as I travel more and do more tours, I'm like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I come home to come home, like and chill and be with the kids and my girl. Like
when you said branch out though, like the artists that did make it big, Walk the Moon, they were on tour forever. They didn't.
I mean, bro,
they barely played here.
I've opened up for them too.
Yeah, they barely played here. They were on tour. They were on tour with Pink in Europe.
Listen,
before Shut Up
I've
and Dance
toured
came out.
and still work with the artist named Out of Sight, who
I remember. Wait.
he has a song. One of his biggest hits is "Tonight Is the Night." Tonight is the night that we're losing control. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. We can put this up. Shout out OU, my boy. I toured a lot with him, and I learned OU. I don't want to talk about his finances, but he's well off, and I can mention him, and you might not know who he is, but his music comes on in every movie I see, every commercial I see, every Pepsi commercial, advertisement.
He's got the film and TV.
It's so many artists maintaining lifestyles, being artists, taking care of their families, making good money that nobody has ever heard of.
Sure.
And who cares?
Playing
I want
chess,
to be
man.
one of those artists.
Dude, life's all about playing chess, man. Like the sooner that you realize that, if you know how to play the actual chessboard, life is identical to it. So
That's a very good point.
Bro, you've got the queen right next to you. She can go wherever she wants, man. She can go all the way across the board. She can go wherever she wants. You've got pawns that you lose throughout lifetime. And then
Who do you compare the queen though?
And then you got your boys, your wife.
Oh, you're talking about Caitlyn. Okay.
I don't play chess.
Yeah, of course.
I don't got a queen.
So,
I play chess in life.
but check this out. Like in the game of chess, without the queen, you're fucked, man.
Yeah,
because it is so hard
the
to
queen
win.
is more important than the king, correct?
Well,
King
the
needs to
whole
be
the
protected.
whole object of the game of chess is to kill the king, but
you gotta
without
protect
the
the queen at the same time.
it's hard to win, bro. It's hard to win.
So
we
what
got to
you're
get
saying
us.
is,
I got to get a queen.
what, behind every
There
great
you
man
go.
is an
Look,
even
hey, we
greater
can start
woman.
a dating service right here. For,
You know what my
for
girl
Jordon as
said
well.
too? Speaking of, she just said that. She was like, do you guys go live during the podcast? And I'm like, nah. She was like, you guys should do like a thing where like you guys give dating advice from a guy's point of view.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My girl just said that today.
We should try that.
I'm too dirty. I can't be doing that.
I'm going to keep it funky.
All right, we have to take a quick break so
it.
we can listen to one of our sponsors. So after these
messages, we'll be right back.
Do the cereal thing.
Yeah. This episode of Native TV is sponsored by SoilHair.com. Toxic-free organic hair oil, no synthetic ingredients, no chemicals, no harsh or dangerous ingredients, period. It's the healthiest oil on the market. So what you do is you got this cool little bottle from New York City. New York City. You flip it upside down. A couple drops of oil come out. You'll put it in the hand. Then you'll rub it through those lovely locks of yours. And then you'll take a comb it through, and it'll tame that crazy mane that we all get through summertime. If you don't need it for the hair, it can be used as a body moisturizer. It's dermatologist and allergy tested, safe for sensitive skin. They don't test on animals either. They love their puppers. What can I say? It's a liquid hair vitamin. It promotes hair growth and it prevents hair loss. It's Oprah Winfrey approved. So if she approves of it, then we got to give it a shot, right? She knows everything. Go to soilhair.com for more info. I'm sitting on.
I was about to say what was.
I'm actually sitting on a cajon.
Are you really? Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Shit out of me.
You know what, man? We should have you sitting on the cajon instead of me,
Some
bro.
beats, yeah.
You play the drums?
I had to learn them. I used to work at Howl at the Moon, which is a
Dude, he murdered it at Howl at the Moon,
That was
man.
fun.
That was a crazy job for you to set up, bro. For you to learn like all the music that you as an artist do not want to learn.
Yeah, it was like you had to swallow your pride, but at the same time, and I had so much fun. Because every day was a learning thing.
I mean, you swallowed your pride, but at the same time, you expanded your horizons so much, and you learned so much in that time that you were there.
Oh my god, I loved that job. I loved it, and I learned so much. Every day, I'd have to be like, "Oh, I don't know the bass line for this. I'm on the bass. Okay, I got to watch this person play the piano and see where their hands are, and then I figure it out as it's going." You know,
That's awesome.
Dude, I would get Snapchats all the time from random people because you would wear my stuff, and every time it would be slammed in there.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah,
they
dude.
they didn't promote. They let it slide. And
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You know what, man? It's that one location is just cursed. I feel like, you know what I mean. It was right there at
That's where Toby Keith used to be.
yeah, at the Banks, man. Right there on
It was too
Third.
big. It was too big of a place, but at the same time, man, like nothing's gonna work if you don't promote it.
I don't know where Toby Keefe is. It sounds like
Or
a place.
Tin Roof's on this side.
It's right
some
there
of
on
the
I know where
other
Third.
Tin Roof
on the
is.
other side.
Wow.
It's right where I met Santino, bro. Right on the corner.
For real?
Yeah, I met you right there in front of the Red Stadium.
Were you selling your CDs?
I remember that.
Oh, come on, you remember that?
I don't. I just feel like we always knew each other.
He was like, you know who the fuck I is. We
I do one of them.
Yeah.
is.
I was like, yo, Santino, man, my name's Jay Banks. You're like, I know who the fuck you are.
I did.
All right, cool.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was.
I just felt like we've always known each other.
It was Reds.
Like,
We've had a lot of good Reds opening days together, bro.
Reds
For
opening
real.
day is so fun, man.
Oh,
It's
man.
just a blast. I can't.
it is.
Dude, Bengals season's coming up. Almost.
I'm excited.
I'm not.
No,
I
you're
can't.
not-
I don't
you're not
want. I
ready
don't
for
want to
it?
be excited because
You don't want to get hyped for
You
it.
No.
know what's funny? I denounced them after they hired or let Marvin
rehired
stay.
him, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, fuck them. I'm done with them. But I found myself kind of peaking.
They're winning their
I saw
preseason
that.
games. The Cowboys.
But I told my
Yeah.
girl today, I said, I will hop on the bandwagon if we do something in the playoffs. If they win the playoff game,
if they win one
I'm
playoff
hopping
game,
in the
this
bu-
city is going to burn to the ground.
If they
I want to
win
be there for it.
one playoff game,
It's our Super
the
Bowl.
city will burn. You are correct.
It's
The
our
city
Super
will
Bowl.
burn to the ground.
We're going to have to celebrate now because we don't know if we'll ever see that again.
As long-
But I'm not fucking with them until that happens.
Right. I mean, as long as not like one of our main players doesn't get injured on the first.
I was fourth.
Well,
with-
ain't
game of
Dalton
the
out?
playoffs.
I was no. Dalton's fine.
Didn't he break his thumb again?
Wait, what you breaking shit up?
All my life, my girl just told me Dalton
Yeah,
broke his thumb.
look, he's probably right.
No, right. I'm looking this up.
Look
right
it up. Fact checker.
Yo,
be all over the
AJ
place right now.
McCarron's injured.
Wait, listen.
he
Is
got
he
hurt.
still in Cincinnati?
No, he's at the Bills.
I was about to say he's
in
not
Buffalo.
Because if Dalton,
Good for him,
I
though.
don't
I
even
mean-
know who the Bengals' backup quarterback is.
Dalton's fine.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wait, when she comes in here and brings them wing, I'm on her ass.
She's
Oh,
probably
yeah,
she's probably
shout out
looking
to
up-
Hometown
looking up
bringing
last
the
year's-
wins.
Yeah, like she just said Dalton broke his thumb. I was like, again?
Yeah, she's looking at, she's looking at 2016.
somebody
Man.
retweeted that from 2016.
Miranda, you are fired.
She's trying to get you some info. She's trying to be like
You
the
are
like
fired.
She's
Wait
trying to
till
get her
she
own
come in
show
here,
called
man.
The Hot List. Speaking of that, man, we're actually so Native TV. We're expanding a little bit, which is awesome. So we've got some areas that we're fine tuning, and we're looking for hosts for TV shows. We're looking for hosts for music, nightlife, and in fashion. And actually, Jordon, frankly speaking, here is going to be the host of one of his own shows, which it's a working title, but it's musicians with bars getting drinks, right?
That's the main premise. Yeah.
Like bars,
Yeah,
like
and-
rap bars,
Well, that's the
or
thing.
drinking.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
Is it a pun?
right?
pun.
It's a wordplay.
It's punny.
Holla.
That's a play on words.
It's punny. All right, so tell us a little bit about the idea.
So honestly, and the funny thing is when I posted that on Facebook, because I was watching comedians riding in cars getting coffee, that Seinfeld show. Where
But we didn't think of it because of that. Jerry Seinfeld
Well,
doesn't
shout out
come
to
up with
Seinfeld.
amazing ideas.
Right, exactly. We came up with amazing ideas too. We had nothing to do with it.
I mean, but everything is derived.
It's
from
inspired by something. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if there was there's so much talent in this city, and there's so many, like, we all know that. I mean, I'm looking it up every other week. I see like Cincinnati, one of the best places to live in the world, up and coming.
What poll is that?
I'm serious, man. It's like one of the best places to visit because of the growing breweries and the art and everything.
That makes sense.
We are killing it, man.
We're killing it. And so we need something to if we go to different bars that have certain special drinks, and I'd bring the musicians or the bands that are up and coming or whatever here, and I interview them when we go to these bars, and we get the special drinks there. We promote the bars, it promotes the musician, and it's just something fun. I think it'll be great. I know I've been in this city for a long time. I know a lot of the artists, and I have a lot to talk about with them. So.
I think there's a lot of restaurants and bars that are popping up in the city in general. Like every time I turn the corner, it's like, wow, this place like 6 months ago, like this was a wrong turn.
No,
in
wait.
the city,
as much as I travel, bro, and I come back to the city,
you come back and it looks different.
I was in OTR 3-4 weeks ago, and I thought I was in Brooklyn.
No, yeah, for
It's
sure.
crazy, man.
It's like so-
insane.
I'm like, yo, I don't even know. Like, I'm kind of psychoed out of the whole party scene, but I'm like, I don't even know. Like, people walking around, like, I'm running into people I know, but at the same time, it's like seeing faces. Like, I feel like I'm out of town. Like,
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many
weird.
places popping up.
And they need, and look, they're gonna get, and that's the thing. Everything's coming up.
They're
These
gonna
new
get
bars.
better.
Well, but they're gonna need to stay relevant. And so when we want to go to these new bars or whatever that are popping up,
You know what would be a good one?
give them some promotion.
Mr. Pitifuls. They changed their whole format. I saw.
Well, they still have they have a big dance like
Yeah,
on the
but
weekends.
it used to be a jazz club.
It
Right?
used to be.
Now, but when I went in there, it was like a bro bar.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah. I mean,
Where have I been?
I think there's another place that I think Pitifuls might still do jazz on different days, but I could be wrong.
they
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Right, you can't go. You
But
can't change your
I
format.
think it's a great
completely.
idea. There's, like I said, untapped talent in this city. You can't. I mean, especially in like the jam band scene. Holy crap!
Right. And okay, back it up a little bit. What would native TV, for the listeners,
Right.
what would it,
Entail. So
yeah.
so what we're doing is we're teaming up with Jordon on this whole idea. Like he's got this concept, and we've got this platform. So now what we want to do is film everything he's doing. So if he's actually picking up another musician in an Uber, we're gonna pitch the idea to Uber. We'll get it shot down, and then we'll pitch it to Lyft.
We'll get it shot down.
Yeah, we'll get it shot down, but then we'll pitch it to Lyft, and then we'll say, "Hey, Lyft, we're gonna pitch this to Uber if you don't take it, right?" And then we'll ask for a discount code, and so now we've got our travels from here to the bars. So now we need a couple bars. So that's the
Right.
next thing is we're looking
And
for.
I've gotten some bars to
breweries.
give me the go ahead.
Are these downtown bars or just bars in general?
I think they can be bars in general. If the artist
Bars
lives
in
over
general,
somewhere
for
that-
sure, yeah.
If the artist is like, oh, there's a dope bar around here that nobody knows about.
Right, like
I
hole in
think-
the wall, like maybe the bar that band or artist
Got
loves
big
to
in,
go
or-
to that
yeah.
doesn't
That's-
know about. People
that's
don't know
a cool
about.
idea.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
Good idea,
When we're
Santino.
spitballing
Or
on
music,
air here.
music
I dig
bars
it.
like Stanley's, like that's been around for
Wait,
ages.
Top Cats is reopening. I heard.
It is. Robert Thomas.
Robert
Shout
Thomas.
out to him, man. He's gonna
Same
be
location?
booking
No,
the
it can't be
place.
the same location. That location ain't even there anymore, is it?
I'm
I don't know
not
where he's putting
sure, man, but I do know that our buddy Robert Thomas is the one booking everything down there. He's the guy that books for Bogarts.
Oh, I need to speak with him.
Yeah,
I need
bro.
to
Hi,
speak
Robert.
with-
How we
Man,
doing? I
he-
think I may have spoke with Robert before.
Yeah, see now with these we've got these little chalkboard. This is a
Yes.
chalkboard table, so we can write down stuff. So I'm writing down his name, so we
Yeah,
can
you need
tag
to
the
you need
guy.
to set up a meeting with Robert and myself.
Yeah, he's great, dude.
But shout out, man! Any bar that is interested in this and wants to be
I think I
involved.
may be able to get one for you.
Okay.
Sundays in Infinity Town
Sundays. Okay.
on Winton Road.
Man,
across
so
from
we're gonna have to clear this with Uber or Lyft before we get the
Hey, man,
bills.
find your own
coming
ride to
in.
the.
I don't know.
bar.
Why would we have
I mean,
to? Why don't we just do it and then worry about that later?
Right.
That's not
No, we
bad.
can always
It's
do
better
that.
to
We can-
ask for forgiveness than permission.
Sure.
Right, but I would like it to be sponsored.
I don't want people to drink and
Right.
drive.
I'd like it to be sponsored
True,
by Lyft.
but
I
then
think
if you
that-
give, I feel like if you present it to them too early, you give them a chance to say no. If you make it into something before, then they're more interested.
We could like have you drive the limo, and you could dress up like
My
a limo
license
driver.
is suspended.
Let's go back to the beginning of the show. My license is suspended.
My license
Yeah.
is suspended. Me and my girl have a running joke about my son, like when he gets older, and he's like, "Yo, can your dad pick us up?" Oh, my dad don't drive.
Daddy
His
don't
license
drive.
is suspended.
Oh yeah.
Still,
I'm still driving. I'll pick
Santino
you up,
out on that mongoose.
Nah, I'll pick him up. I don't care.
2025. The Bengals still
I
don't
was
want to
just
play.
driving all through L.A. No license in the
No
rental.
license.
Bro, did you hear about Big Boy?
No.
Oh yeah, you were telling me something about that. Yeah,
Dude,
go
that
ahead
was
with
that was insane. So Big Boy, he's obviously like one of the most famous radio DJs of all time.
in L.A.
You know, well, I
In the
mean,
hip hop community, I don't want to say all the time in the hip hop community. That's a stretch.
I mean, I'm white, and I still think he's one of the greatest, right?
Yeah, I mean he's up there. He's
He's
influential to the culture. Let's
skinny,
say
bro. He's so tiny now.
that. Yeah, it's just kind of weird looking. 'Cause
Yeah.
You go back and look at.
He's
old
still
pictures.
wearing.
He's
Still wearing the triple XL T-shirts. That's the issue.
He's
Right.
been doing the VJ or DJing in L.A. for.
He's
what?
on Power
Yeah.
Power 98.
in L.A. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he.
He got rear-ended the other day.
Yeah, go ahead
right?
and that.
So he got rear-ended, and I guess he was upset when he hopped out of the car, and then he went up to the guy, he was in like a nice BMW. I mean, this guy smacked the back of his whip, dude. And Big Boy like came up to him, and I guess like Big Boy was mad enough where he tried to fight him, and the guy pulled out a bottle of vodka, spun the top off, and started drinking the bottle while he was sitting in the driver's seat, right? And so Big Boy at that point was like, whoa, this dude's on something, man. So he pulled out his phone and started filming everything that was going on. And then there was other people around there filming it. And then there's another, like TMZ or somebody was
Yeah.
across the street filming the shit. And
TMZ's always there. What the hell?
Of
and
course.
it turns out he's a fucking prosecutor, dude, in the LA district. But he's on leave for like issues
For
which is
drinking?
no, it's probably, I mean, this dude's got straight mental issues, man. Like, I mean, his wife did something fucked up to this guy. When the cop came to the car, he stood up and his pants fell down.
Come on.
Swear to God, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke, man. Like, he stood up and his pants fell down. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's a prosecutor, right? So this guy's probably just doing this.
Theatrical.
Yeah, you know, like if you're a lawyer, like, oh, like I got in the accident and then I started drinking.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
dude, this dude was so off the wagon that he was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna
I'm
finish this
surprised he
bottle.
wasn't on
And
blow.
Big Boy's like, I was gonna beat him up. It looks like he beat himself up.
Bro,
enough.
he literally, that's what he said. He was like, I was so mad at the guy. He's like, but I started feeling sorry for him.
Yeah.
And then the cop pulled him out of the car and he fucking fell, dude. He was like the cop had to hold him up, taking him into his car.
That's
and it was,
insane. I'm gonna
bro,
look that
it was right by a school as well, which is crazy.
Damn.
It's insane, man. Like, people just, you know, it's one thing happens and you got a loose screw, and all of a sudden you.
It's a slippery slope.
Isn't it crazy though? Like, and I'm sure you can relate. Where you're sitting there trying to make every YouTube or every play you can get, every SoundCloud view, everything, and you got these idiots that are getting 5 million views because
Listen.
they fell out of a car or something.
Oh, dude, yeah. What?
Don't get me started.
I mean,
Santino, what do you think about that dude? Man, what's his name? Bunky.
Oh, Bunk Gang. Whole lot of gang shit.
Boont Gang.
Bunk Gang. Did you watch
Yeah,
I
that
know
interview?
nothing about this.
He's
So
an internet dude who basically pulls a bunch of stunts and
so what he does is he's got like this film crew that follows him, and he'll just do stuff like he's walking around downtown New York, and then there'll be like a guy slinging bags in the middle of the street.
you've been to New York, right?
And he'll just run and just like
Like, you know,
pigeon
the tables
dive
that
right
they,
onto
like
the
they
fucking
might sell
bag.
in fucking handbags,
Yeah, yeah.
watches and shit.
Yeah.
He'll just do a fucking swan dive right on the
So he's
table.
jackass.
and fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
and then
like-
and then he'll
He's a rapper, but he started doing that just as a way to get attention.
yeah.
That's crazy
So
because
that's
I've
a
never
new
heard a single
generation.
song, bro. I mean,
Now
good for
he
him
doesn't
though.
either.
Good for him for like.
Nah, he's like fucked up. If you go watch
Bro, I saw it.
On
That's
No
what I was trying
Jumper?
to- That's why I was trying
with
to
Adam
bring
on
it
No
up.
Jumper? Yeah. Shout out to Adam.
What'd you think about that, man? Like that dude was
on something.
he was on the cusp, bro.
He was on something. That looks like he's a big
Shout out to
Xanax.
Hometown
Yeah,
Heroes.
shout out to Hometown Heroes and my
Dayton,
girlfriend Miranda.
Kentucky.
for bringing me
Miranda.
this
Shout out to Dalton's broken thumb.
Lovely.
Oh,
spread out
yeah.
chicken wings.
Thank you.
Yeah, Miranda, what happened to Dalton's broken thumb?
You become a topic of the podcast.
Why? What'd I do?
You told me the other day that Andy Dalton broke his thumb.
I read it online.
You read
What?
something from like
2016.
16, yeah.
Because I'm like, he broke his thumb again? Remember I said that?
Yeah.
Thank you for lying to me.
Shout out to Miranda. Thanks
We're
for
going to talk
dropping
about
off
this when
the
we get
food.
home.
Up, camera right there.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
Behind the
The
camera.
chicken wings. But
Oh.
not- what?
Camera right there.
Put it to the side of you.
Yo, you go ahead and open it up, man.
you're
Hometown
right.
Heroes has some bomb ass food. Let's just lay it out in front of the table, let everyone see this. And we got some dudes. Seriously,
All right, let's talk about this.
I used this with my conies today. I already ate Hometown twice today. They're right next door, dude. They're so good. They're so cheap. You can't do anything about it. So, but I use this dude seriously hot sauce, and this is really good, man. It's not too hot. It's got. I already know its ingredients. It's got a little bit of a chili in there. It's got a little bit of that Cincinnati chili flavor.
The interesting thing about it is it's the Rat Packs, the original Rat Pack when they made Bloody Marys. This is what they put in the Bloody Mary.
Okay, I'm in, dude.
And-
Sinatra.
Yeah. So my brother somehow throughout his adventures in life met this dude at like a meeting, like at a work meeting at the time, and like they started talking about hot sauce. And the guy was like, "Oh, dude, you like hot sauce?" And my brother was like, "I love hot sauce." And my brother still has this company, Dude Seriously, which at this point was T-shirts and just its own kind of online presence and
Right.
thing. And so this guy goes outside and he goes, "Look, I got this chili or this hot sauce that, I'm willing to give you. Basically, you can have it. You can have the patent for it. You can have the ingredients. And what it is the Rat Pack's original ingredients, what they put in Bloody Marys back in New York back in the day."
Man,
And so my brother got it, and now he just made the Dude Seriously hot
What?
sauce.
It was no catch?
no catch.
that's crazy.
I don't know much about the deal itself, but I know that my brother owns it now, and it's delicious. He sells at Jungle Gyms, and he's getting it all. He just moved back from San Francisco, so my brother's newly back into Cincinnati.
Nice.
With his family, and
he's
he's doing this full time. So
I met your brother over at the Tap Brewporium,
Right.
man. That place is crazy cool. So so him and I had a booth over there about a month ago, man. Me and my fiance, we set up a little booth over there, and I met him, and he gave me this hot sauce, dude, and it's been clutch for a lot of things, dude. And I told him, I was like, man, like this stuff is so good where you should just say, hey, if you're having a barbecue, invite me over.
Yeah.
I'll bring 12 bottles. 3 bottles are on the house, and then let me sell the next 9.
yeah,
Because the shit is good, and it's
delicious. It really
look,
is.
hey, this isn't a paid sponsorship either. I'm just letting you know, like this is straight out of my fridge, right? And it's
Well,
that
not only
good.
that, but we want to rep,
Try some of this.
hometown people.
Santino, try some of this.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
it's
no,
got,
duh, I'm a
just
hot
got-
sauce aficionado.
just a
It's
little
got,
bit,
man, I've got some for sure. All right, everybody, thank you very much. Our sponsors are here. Make sure you check out Revel OTR. We're going to be doing the casting call there probably September 12th, either 12th or the 18th. We're trying to set a date where we can get it going. So I love you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Native TV, and we are out. Everybody already left. We're out. We're done.
I'ma get it though. I'm on my daily grind. Woo! Yeah. Money on my mind. All in the day's work when you on your daily